welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about aespa's episode 2 next level teaser, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of the video to see what it can tell us about the upcoming episode and its connections to the SMCU. Now, following the release of episode 1 Black Mamba more than a year ago, aespa is finally coming back with a brand new episode of their storyline that will seemingly be followed by a third episode as well. While we wait for both, we already have the teaser of episode 2 to keep us busy, and by the looks of it, this new episode will continue right where we left off back in episode 1. If you guys are new to aespa's story and would like to catch up with its concept, terminology and plot, I have a video breaking down Black Mamba episode 1 and next level, as well as a second one about Savage. As we'll see in a second, the hallucination quest introduced back in that video will seemingly be very important in episode 2, so without further ado, let's dive right in and see what the teaser is actually teasing us with. Now at the beginning, the video opens with different news outlets all reporting the very same event. The event in question is a phenomenon called sync out, and it refers to the mysterious disappearance of the eyes all over the world. As you know, in aespa's reality, people have come into contact with their internet avatars, which are sentient entities called eyes that have crossed over from the flat into our world. When people choose to connect with their eyes, this process is called sync, and the connection that is created out of it is both digital and psychological. In turn, the sync out phenomenon is the exact opposite, in the sense that people and avatars have suddenly disconnected and the eyes have disappeared as a result. This is an event that we already saw all the way back in episode 1, and even if the news tell us that they still haven't found the cause of this phenomenon, we know that the one to blame is none other than Black Mamba. This is an evil entity that hacked the system and caused the eyes to sync out, so by the end of episode 1, Navi sent aespa's eyes to Kwangya in order to destroy the Black Mamba and re-establish the connection. As we already saw in many SM videos, Kwangya is the digital wilderness at the core of the SMCU. This is a place that all groups have in common, they have mentioned, and that most artists have interacted with at some point. In aespa's story, Kwangya also happens to be the place of origin of the Black Mamba, so when Navi sent the eyes after this entity, their quest eventually led them to this location. In the teaser, we see that in episode 2, we'll finally see the outcome of this adventure. As the video reminds us, Kwangya is a place without rules that keeps changing, and because of that, it's very easy to get lost. Because of that, the eyes will be guided in the wilderness by a butterfly, and since that is the symbol of Ning Ning, this might be a clue that she will be the one leading the eyes once they are in the Kwangya. One thing that is important to keep in mind, however, is that in Savage, Navis took the shape of a butterfly when she gathered the eyes, so another possibility is that the butterfly is none other than Navis herself. This is especially relevant because in the teaser we can see that the episode will also portray part of the story that was originally introduced in Savage. Back in that video, the main concept revolved around aespa's final showdown to defeat the Black Mamba, and even if the girls were savages, the Black Mamba eventually managed to trap aespa in something called the hallucination quest. In this quest, each member was infected by the digital venom of the Black Mamba and had to confront a different hallucination that they had to overcome by themselves, and in the teaser, the girls are going through the very same event. We see Karina surrounded by mirrors and eventually confronting the infected version of Ikarina, then we see Winter fighting the Black Mamba itself and being surrounded by digital shadow people, Giselle has to deal with unwanted attention and her identity being cloned and deepfaked, and last but not least, Ning Ning starts off by playing with positive emojis, only for them to transform into negative ones that torment her. All these hallucinations are obviously different shapes of the Black Mamba trying to defeat aespa once and for all, but as we saw in Savage, the girls will eventually triumph thanks to Navis' ultimate sacrifice. Another interesting detail to point out, however, is that this confrontation was actually foreshadowed even before Savage, because the outfits that the girls are wearing in the teaser are the same ones that they wore in the hallucination quest concept photos. This could imply that in episode 2 next level, the hallucination quest of the Black Mamba will take even more forms than the ones that we already saw up until now, but for now we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you next time, bye bye!